Welcome back to It's a Wonderful World. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most urgent issues facing humanity, climate change. This is a topic that affects us all, no matter where you live or what you do. The climate is changing faster than we could have imagined, and the consequences are being felt all over the world. From wildfires to rising sea levels, our planet is transforming right before our eyes. But what exactly is happening, and what can we do to slow it down or even reverse the damage? Let's start by talking about what climate change is. Essentially, it's the long-term shift in temperatures and weather patterns, mainly caused by human activities. The primary culprit? The burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas, which releases carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, leading to what we know as global warming. But global warming doesn't just mean hotter temperatures. It disrupts weather patterns, causing more extreme events like hurricanes, floods, and droughts. We've already seen the effects of climate change in recent years. Take wildfires, for example. In 2020 alone, record-breaking wildfires swept across Australia, California, and the Amazon rainforest, devastating ecosystems and displacing thousands of people. Rising sea levels are another major consequence, threatening coastal cities around the globe. Some island nations, like the Maldives, are literally sinking into the ocean, and millions of people may be forced to migrate as their homes become uninhabitable. But it's not just about extreme weather events. Climate change is also disrupting food production, water supplies, and biodiversity. As temperatures rise, many species are struggling to survive in their changing habitats. Coral reefs, which are home to a quarter of all marine life, are being wiped out by rising ocean temperatures. Farmers are also facing challenges, as crops fail due to unexpected weather patterns. This could lead to food shortages and price increases worldwide. Now, you might be wondering, what are we doing to address this? The good news is that we are starting to take action. Renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and hydropower are growing rapidly. These energy solutions produce little to no greenhouse gas emissions and are becoming more affordable every year. Countries are also coming together to tackle climate change. The Paris Agreement, signed by nearly 200 nations, aims to limit global warming to below 2 degrees Celsius. But while these efforts are encouraging, they're not enough on their own. The challenge is that while some countries are committed to reducing their carbon emissions, others are still heavily reliant on fossil fuels. For instance, large, industrialized nations like China and the United States produce the most greenhouse gases. However, the impact is felt disproportionately in poorer regions of the world, where people have fewer resources to adapt. This raises important questions about fairness. Should wealthier countries do more to combat climate change since they contribute the most to it? And what about the responsibility of big corporations? There's also a growing movement among individuals to make changes in their daily lives. Simple actions like reducing plastic use, driving less, and switching to energy-efficient appliances can help reduce your carbon footprint. And while individual actions are important, large-scale policy changes are critical if we want to see real progress. Governments must enforce regulations that hold industries accountable for their emissions and invest in green technologies. But let's talk about hope, because despite the seriousness of climate change, there are reasons to be optimistic. Innovative solutions are emerging, from carbon capture technologies to electric vehicles. Young activists, like Greta Thunberg, have sparked a global movement, pushing politicians to take bolder action. Communities around the world are coming together to protect their local environments, whether by planting trees, cleaning up rivers, or advocating for sustainable practices. As we wrap up, it's important to remember that while the challenge of climate change is immense, it's not insurmountable. By working together, across nations, industries, and communities, we can slow the damage and build a more sustainable future. So, what can you do? Start by educating yourself and others. Support policies that prioritize the planet over profits. And most importantly, don't lose hope. Thank you for tuning in to It's a Wonderful World. Be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the most critical global issues. What are your thoughts on climate change, and what steps are you taking to make a difference? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. See you next time.